Hi, welcome to challenge day 3. Let's get right into it. The next thing we're going to talk about today is market demand. When it comes to market demand, we want to think about the balance of demand and supply. So when you think about market demand, basically it is determining how many consumers in the industry of your products and services are out there that demand the product. For example, let's say you're selling some type of pest control, right? And you might live in an area where they have a lot of pests. So demand will probably be very high, right? So then we think about demand and supply, where if there's a high demand, then those that are providers or those that are sellers will probably supply more and maybe price higher. But let's just say that the demand isn't high. Let's say it's an area where there's not a lot of pests and it's pretty good self-pest control. Everybody has their own sprays and whatnot and pest control, and they don't need any pest control they have to buy. So then when it comes to supply, those that are supplying services and products might not supply as much because they might not be able to make good sales since the prices might have to go lower since there's not a high demand. You see that balance? I hope you can see. So when it comes to market demand, you think about demand and supply, and you also think about how many people out there demands your product or service. Then you want to think about market mix. And of course, when we talk about a market mix, you have the 4 P's. Right? So basically think about it as you have 4 P's or 4 categories that you have to think about when it comes to targeting your market. So you have a target market. Now, basically, our target market is a market that is very specific. So I talked about this for VIP, so I'll use this same example about athletes, right? You have athletes, right? That's a market. Then you want to target, let's say, to men, right? So not only are they athletes, but they're men. So male athletes, okay? And then you might say Spanish men, right? So you have athletes, you have males, you have Spanish. So that's very targeted, okay? So that's your target market. So then the 4 P's. The first P that I'm going to bring up is the product. So within your target market, and this is to discover your best target or market mix. Okay, so if that's your market, the Spanish male athlete, what is a product that a Spanish male athlete would want the most? Or I reach out my hand and my heart to help you succeed. Feel free to watch my channels, Diamonds Within Entrepreneurship, Royal Development, Light of Health and Wellness. Also keep a watch on my Let's Turn Up channel and see if you qualify to join my private channel, SA, the beautiful one. Also, if you feel helped by any of my material, please like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, join, or whatever you are able to do to show your appreciation, and in doing so, you will help me continue to bring you more helpful content and material. Also, never forget to look in the details of any of my content or material that I put out for opportunities given from me to you. Go ahead, look into the details now. I am Samantha A. Okay, so if that's your market, the Spanish male athlete, what is a product that a Spanish male athlete would want the most or would definitely buy? Just for example, let's say that it is a electrolyte drink, since athletes need a lot of drinks, that specifically helps a male's hormone, and it has Spanish words on it, right? That's what I came up with, right? So it is a very specific product catered to that very specific target market. You have this great drink with Spanish letters, Spanish wording, and it's catering to the male's hormones to help them to perform the best, right? So that's the product. And then you want to think about, okay, what is the best price, which is the next piece. So you might want to look at, different prices when it comes to sports drinks, and you just want to be competitive with it, If you have to do a lot of scientific study or scientific composition to make this drink, what's the price of that research, and then create a price that is very competitive, but yet, of course, feasible to sell. You don't want to sell it under what it took for you to make it, but then you don't want to sell it too much higher than your competitor, because then that price thing psychologically, even though the drink is a healthier, better drink, sometimes people buy things because it's cheaper, right? So have to do that balance in the price. Then you want to think about the place, where are you going to sell it? Are you going to sell it, let's say, at a stadium close to where athletes might be? or perform? Will you sell it next to a athletic store, another athletic store where you know that athletes are already going, and more so even Spanish athletes or Spanish male athletes, where is that place going to be? That is the third P. And one thing that's good to think about when it comes to the place, you want to think about the area where these people would most likely be. Would it be an city area or urban area or a country area? I would think that maybe athletes would be more so in the city. So you might want to go to a city area, and then, if it's an athlete, a Spanish male, do they live more in urban areas or more in areas that are, so-called rich areas, right? You have to determine where do they live, right? So you have to think about different things when it comes to determining the place of where you're going to sell it. Or, are they mostly online? Could you reach them better online? So that's the key place. And then the last P is promotion. What would be the best promotion? Are you going to use Facebook ads? Are you going to use YouTube ads? Are you going to tell your product on a video in your social media, your Instagram, TikTok? What would be the best promotion? There's different ways you could promote your products. You could even do like a funnel. You cause your product to be seen in one area on social media, and then it'll lead them to another area on social media. That's a short way to describe a funnel in a short amount of time. So how would you promote the product? Or maybe you might even use TV. You might put a commercial on TV and promote the product. So those are the 4 P's. It is, first, you have the product, you have the price, you have the place, and you have the promotion. And all of this is to cater to your target market.